Hey guys, Sarge here. I hope you're doing okay. Take 3. There's so much to talk about. It's easy to, take a left turn and be on a completely different sphere. So we're going to go, I'm going to try to shorten this. A few things you should have on you. A knife. Okay. This Canadian is about, I don't know, I think I paid $75. Well, back when I bought this 7-8 years ago, I don't know, it was probably $50, $60 US. Decent knife, does a great job. Kershaw Ram. It's not made anymore, but very nice, very useful, does the job. You can get some very good knives right now made with D2 steel, which is an awesome steel for everyday use. It's easy to sharpen. You don't have to be a knife smith to sharpen it, so it's worth it. A knife. Number 2. This is my pouch, by the way. Look at it. This is coming apart. Oh la la, is this ever coming apart? So this is the pouch for my Leatherman. I have a Leatherman Wave. I've had one since I think 1998 when they came out with it. 1998, 99, something like that. The first year they came out with it, I bought one, lost it, bought this one, which I've had, I would think, I had the first one 2 years, I think, when I lost it. So I've had this like going on 20 years. And I have another version, a later version of this one. Not the very latest, but a later version. Get yourself one of these. Get a Wave, get a Gerber, get a, Swiss tool, whatever you're happy with. I got this. They're reliable. They do the job. 25-year warranty. So as it stands, this guy still has technically a 5-year warranty on it. That's insane. So get a multi-tool. With the multi-tool, I don't consider this an extra item. I consider this an add-on. These you can have at CountyComm. CountyComm, COMM. Go check them out. They're like $5-6. Pry bars. Get yourself one. That way it'll keep you from using the tip of your knife as a pry bar, which will break it, or any of the implements on this, which are not designed to pry. Get yourself a little pry bar for $5, $6, whatever it's worth it. Third thing, a flashlight. Okay. So why do I show a side-facing flashlight instead of a forward-facing flashlight? Well, the reason is simple. From a standpoint of usability, of if you're stuck in a jam, this is a lot more practical. And the reason why, I give an example. You see the clip here? I'll show you in a minute what I'm talking about. This could be clipped onto your clothes. You could zip your coat up and clip this on your coat and turn it on, and now you have a flashlight pointing in front of you, and it's clipped to your coat, so both your hands are free to do whatever you have to do. Example, I don't know, fixing a flat, whatever, like you won't have one hand stuck holding the flashlight. If you have one of these and you clip it to your coat, well, this is going to be flashing in your face. So if you have a baseball cap, you can always clip it onto a cap. That's a possibility. But this is very, very, very practical. Now I'll come back to something else about this. Another thing I always carry in my pocket is a small knife. All the time. This is a little Swiss Army. Why Swiss Army? They're not the best. They do a great job. They do a great job. They've been around forever, and good grief, my knives are dirty. It's insane. Well, it's proof I use them all the time. On this, I have a little Lesbiner from Night Eyes. These are cool. Get the ones that lock, though, because sometimes these can open. So get the locking ones. Spend $1 more and get the locking ones. Here, I don't know if you'll see, there's a circular piece right here. It's a magnet, neodymium magnet, and on it, you can see right there where my finger is, 2 very small magnets. I don't know if you can make it out, but there's 2 very small magnets. Why? These are strong enough that I could actually tie this to the end of a string, fish it down, and go pick up my Leatherman and my little crowbar. I don't know if you guys can see just from that. So having a magnet on you is really, really not a stupid idea. So I always have one. Now, last but not least, always have a writing implement on you. This is a quick example. $5 for these. Okay, I think we pay $7 or $8, and there's 2 of them in the envelope. So figure about $4. They use those D1 cartridges and very simple run-of-the-mill. This was one of those pens that has, you know, those acrylic things with a little LED, and when you press at the end, it lights up, and there's a logo, whoever, it doesn't matter. The pen part still worked, the LED part didn't, so I checked the LED part out, and I kept this. Now look at this. You want to talk about keeping something small in your pocket? This one is already small. I mean, I want to write with it. This is not to write a letter to your mom or, you know, write a congressional essay. This neither. But if you need to write a note, you got something, and it's uber tiny. So this is always something smart. Now, last but not least, and this is where my wife thinks I'm nuts. I told you before, first line is what you have on you. All of this that I showed you, all of this stuff, I could lose. All of the stuff could drop out of my pocket. I could lose most of the stuff. This is going to be a lot harder to lose, and I'll tell you why. Because this is on a paracord around my neck. Now, if you listen to Survivalist, they'll tell you, oh, don't ever use paracord around your neck. You'll strangle yourself. If you were falling down a cliff and it got hooked into a branch, you could break your neck. And look, if you're falling down a cliff, there odds are you're going to break your fucking neck anyhow. So that to me is not an argument. Why paracord? Because it doesn't break. This is 550. Before you break this, you need 550 pounds. That's test. Now, to break it, it breaks at about 720, 730, if I'm not mistaken. So if you can yank 730 pounds, you'll break this. So, and if you do a good knot, it won't come apart. Now, why this? Because on it, I have another knife. This is a Leatherman. I forget which one, but it doesn't matter. I have another lighter here. These are called split peas. I just filled this one up. If it's too full, well, it looks a little wet. It may not light up. When they're too full, they don't. Ah, there we go. So that's a split pea. Now look at the size of this. It's the size of the tip of my pinky. This weighs nothing to have on your keychain. That's why there's one on my keychain, right there. Why? Because fire is uber important. So I got a knife, I got my fire, and last but not least, I have my keys here. Why? Well, I had to drive back 23 miles to a buddy's house because I forgot my house keys on his kitchen table. And it was 11 o'clock at night. I was burnt and I was working at 6 a.m. the next day. I didn't find it amusing at all. That won't happen again around my neck. And this is the bonus. I explained that this can be tied to a cord, your jacket or something. Well, this one, same thing. 10-year difference in technology between the two. Look at the difference in size. 85 lumens, 1,000 lumens. I mean, it doesn't even compare. This one, by the way, has a magnetic base, so you could do things like this with it. So, again, what I said before about dangling it at the end of a cord. If I was to do this here, just this, take the rest off, I could dangle this down beyond my reach and go pick up something metallic I dropped. Again, by having it on the cord, it's hanging on my neck. I pull this out from under my shirt, I turn it on, and bingo, I've got light forward facing. By being magnetic and being forward facing, side facing instead of forward facing. Let's say you're changing a flat. Imagine this is the side of your vehicle, the wheel is here. Okay, so this is your wheel here. You stick this to the body of the car, it sticks there, you have light. If I'm using this one, and I do the same process, yeah, stick it to the side of the car. Yeah, okay, you're going to say, well, stick it under the fender. Yeah, there is space to stick it under the fender. Look at the length of this. Is this going to fit between the fender and the tire? Is it going to fall when I use it? I don't know. I'm not saying it's not good. I'm saying it's not as practical when you're in a jam. This is uber practical. This is an Olight Perun. I think it's about a year old, this design. I just got them. I've got 3 more that I ordered from a company called Trustfire. I made a video about it the other day. I'm anxious for them to get here. I'm going to do a review on them to see what quality they are. But these, the Olights, like, get yourself some. This is really nice, except it's uber expensive. 69, 70 bucks for this, and about the same price for that. So they're expensive. But a good flashlight is something you should have. So that's, let's say, part 2, if you want, on EDC. This is your first line. No, let's call it part 1. This is your first line in your EDC. This is where it should start. What is going to be on you. So you leave your car, you go anywhere, it's on you. It's not in your car, it's not you left in the wife's car, it's on you. Well, all this stuff is on me. Yeah, this, by the way, will be replaced by this. Yeah, it's a bit of a pain in the ass, and yeah, it weighs a little bit, but it's a compromise you have to make. I don't like being stranded. I don't like having to depend on others. I like to be able to fend for myself. So to me, having this is important. So guys, this was it. I hope you found some nugget of information in there that can help you out. If there's anything particular you guys want to talk about, go ahead. If not, I'm planning another video coming soon. So I hope you guys are doing okay. Cheers. Sarge out.